Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan, with a new history topic in our channel. Norman Borlaug. Who was Norman Borlaug? One of the most noticeable scholars of the 20th century, Norman Borlaug is regularly alluded to as the man who saved a billion lives, and is there any valid reason why he wouldn't be? After all, he is the man behind the Green Revolution, which changed the manner in which cultivating was being directed everywhere. Having spent his adolescence in a huge homestead raising cows and developing food crops, the youthful Norman had an extraordinary hunger for information. However, as a child he went to a little school. He chose to seek after his advanced education from the University of Minnesota. In the wake of finishing his investigations, he might have decided on a rewarding position in the synthetic business. However, he decided to go to Mexico to explore on making high-yielding harvests. Throughout the span of his work, he effectively created infection-safe, high-yielding wheat assortments which, when joined with current horticultural creation procedures, could significantly change the manner in which cultivating was finished. His disclosures and creation strategies helped a few until now food-insufficient nations in Asia and Africa to accomplish food security and assisted with giving food to a large number of starving individuals. He was given the Nobel Peace Prize for his limitless commitments towards taking care of millions of individuals all throughout the planet. Adolescence and early life. He was the oldest offspring of Henry Oliver and Clara Borlaug. He had three more youthful sisters. As a child, he went to a one-instructor, one-room provincial school in Howard County. He worked at his family's 106 section of land ranch as a youth, raising dairy cattle, hunting, and developing food crops like corn and oats. He enlisted at the University of Minnesota in 1933 and was acknowledged into the General College. He at last moved to the College of Agriculture's Ranger Service program. He accepted his Bachelor of Science in Ranger Service in 1937. He concentrated on plant pathology under Elvin Starkman and got a Master of Science certification in 1940 and Ph.D. in plant pathology and hereditary qualities in 1942. Individual life and legacy. He met Margaret Gibson while in school and wedded her in 1937. The couple had three offspring, of whom one passed on in earliest stages. They remained cheerfully wedded for 69 long, a very long time, till Margaret kicked the bucket in 2007. He carried on with a long life and was determined to have lymphoma during his later years. He kicked the bucket at 95 years old in 2009. Vocation. He was selected as a microbiologist at DuPont in Wilmington from 1942 to 1944. He was approached to foster paste that could withstand warm salt water, which he created inside the space of weeks with the assistance of his partners. His work at DuPont was exceptionally worthwhile and lucrative, yet when he discovered that the Mexican government was excited about building up cooperative wheat research and production program, he went to Mexico in 1944 to head this new program as a geneticist and plant pathologist. Initially, he confronted numerous hardships in Mexico because of the absence of accessibility of logical gear and prepared staff. Additionally, the ranchers in Mexico were careful about the new program. He went through the initial 10 years creating infection-safe strains of wheat. He found that unadulterated line plant assortments are less infection-safe and hence created multi-line assortments by intersection a few unadulterated lines, each with various qualities for illness obstruction. In 1953, he further fostered this procedure. He presented an extremely helpful component, known as predominating, in his hybrids, which produces thicker and more limited stems in wheatgrass, which keeps it from imploding under the heaviness of its grains. By the mid-1960s, he had grown new assortments of wheat which were semi-smaller person and infection-safe, called Pitic 62 and Penjamo 62. By 1963, 95% of Mexican ranchers utilized these strains of wheat in their fields and had a yield that was multiple times bigger than in 1944, the year he had shown up in Mexico. In 1964, he was made the overseer of the International Wheat Improvement Program at Texcoco as a piece of the set-up consultative group on International Agricultural Research's International Maize and Wheat Improvement Center. He resigned from this situation in 1979. During the mid-1960s, the Indian subcontinent was going through a starvation and dry spell. Borlaug's group sent many huge loads of seeds to India and Pakistan. The two India and Pakistan gathered yields that were a lot bigger than any past ones. The achievement of the underlying yields provoked India and Pakistan to purchase a lot of the seeds throughout the following not many years, and by 1968 Pakistan became independent in wheat creation and India took action accordingly in 1974. The utilization of these wheat assortments has likewise helped a few Latin American and African nations. He started instructing at the Texas A&M University in 1984, where he additionally led research. He was given the title of Distinguished Professor of International Agriculture at the college. He was with the college till his passing.